Hello everyone, welcome to English learning session. I hope you all checked our last video about why grammar is important. If you're not checked, or if you wish to know why grammar is very important in our life, then watch our previous video and start this. In this video, we are going to look at about parts of speech. And let's get started. But before getting directly on board, let's first evaluate the present knowledge by answering a question about parts of speech. Then you only can decide who is this video for. If you can figure out all the answers, then you can continue this video till the end. If you identified all the answers correctly, then this video might not for you, because you're already well versed in English grammatical skills. And this is the question for you. Now pause this video and recognize the parts of speech for each word in the displaying sentence. For example, word you is a pronoun, word and is a conjunction, and from is preposition. And the remaining words you have to figure out. Take a few more seconds and look at the displaying sentence and try your best to figure out answers. But if you're still puzzling to know correct answers, then you came to the right place. And let's continue this video and we'll know the answers in the end. But if you found some answers, then we welcome to know your answers in the comment section. And let's begin to learn parts of speech. There are 8 parts of speech in the English language. But before getting directly into the list of parts of speech and definitions, let's first clearly understand what is parts of speech. The parts of speech indicates how the word functions in meaning as well as grammatically within the sentence. Understand these words clearly. A parts of speech is a category of words that have similar grammatical properties. And in the English language, an individual word can function as more than one part of speech when used in the different circumstances. And understanding parts of speech is essential for determining the correct definition of a word. For personal example to you to understand parts of speech, think parts of speech as a dumbbell. It is just a tool, but through it, you can work out for many areas in your body. You will work out different muscle groups, but in the end, whole body looks great. But for each workout, there are similar ways and methods to follow to make your muscles gain effectively without any injuries. Or think parts of speech as your diary book. As your days go, you can write down anything you want, but you don't write down every single moment of your day. Like I wake up at 5 and clean my room and see my face in a mirror before brushing my teeth and etc things. You don't mostly write like this in your diary book, but you just write only what's more important to you or what's special to you, or you write only in your kind of interest. This will be an efficient way of describing your day, and it will be an easier way to understand when someone's special or even you read. This is just exactly what parts of speech mean. And now let's begin 8 different types of parts of speech. Noun, pronoun, verb, adjective, adverb, preposition, conjunction, and interjection. These are the different types and commonly listed parts of speech. Now let's discover each one definition and understand the basic meaning of it. Then in the next videos, we'll go further deep study about each one of parts of speech. And the first one is noun. A noun is the name of a person or place, thing, or even idea. Everything we can see or talk about is represented by a word that names it, and that naming word is called a noun. For example, a noun can be a subject, direct object or indirect object, or subject complement, or object of a preposition. For easier examples of noun are people, animals, places, things, and ideas. The second one is pronoun. A pronoun is a word used in replacing a noun. If we didn't have pronouns, we would have keep repeating our nouns, and that would make our sentence cumbersome and repetitive. Pronouns are usually short words. In the most simple terms, a pronoun is a word that takes the position of a noun. And most commonly recognized forms of the pronoun are names of people. For example, Harish is at home, but he is busy doing something. In this example, Harish is at home, but he is busy doing something. Here he becomes the pronoun. If you look at the same example without using the pronoun form, the example will be like this. Harish is at home, but Harish is busy doing something. Instead of repeating the same noun word again and again in the sentence, we can use a pronoun word to make the sentence shorter and easier. And that's why pronouns are used. And pronoun example words are I, me, we, they, you, she, she, it, yours, himself, ourself, its, and so on and on, like this. And the third one is verb. A verb will express action or being, like a physical action, like to swim, to write, to climb, and mental actions, and a state of being actions. For example, he watches YouTube videos to learn. In this sentence, word watch and learn are verbs because it expresses some physical actions. And the fourth one is adjective. An adjective modifies or describes a noun or pronoun. It usually answers the question of which one, what kind, how many, and so on. And adjective words can add a more descriptive flavor to a sentence. For example, you might want to say something to describe a car instead of saying it is a car. If you were to add an adjective into that sentence, you would give a clear picture of what you were trying to describe by saying something such as, it is a beautiful car. In this sentence, beautiful is an adjective. Adjectives are a great way to appeal to the senses by describing visual aspects, taste, smell, sound, and emotional or non-physical attributes. And now the fifth one is adverb. An adverb modifies or describes a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. It usually answers the questions when, where, how, why, under what conditions, to what degree, and so on. And adverbs words often ends in ly. Example words: gently, well, carefully, extremely, slowly, rapidly, sadly, and so on. Now, and the sixth one is preposition. A preposition is a word placed before a noun or pronoun to form a phrase modifying another word in the sentence. A preposition is usually a short word that shows the relationship between two other nearby words. A few preposition example words are by, with, about, until, on, at, around, and etc. like this. And the sentence examples: this video is about English grammar. Here, in the sentence, the preposition word about tells the relationship between the video and the English grammar. And the seventh one is conjunction. Conjunctions are words used to connect words, phrases, or clauses. Conjunctions can connect any two parts of a sentence. And don't worry if you don't know about phrases or clauses, we'll discuss about these in coming videos. Example words of conjunctions are but, and, or, yet, either, because, and so on. The example sentence is, apple and watermelon are my favorite fruits. In this sentence, the conjunction word is and. Here, word and joins the two nouns apple, watermelon in a sentence. And the last one is interjection. An interjection is a word used to express emotion. It is often followed by an exclamation point or a sentiment such as surprise, disgust, joy, excitement, or enthusiasm. For sentence example, good. Now we can learn English easily on YouTube. Here, the word good is an interjection because it's a surprising word like good. Example words of interjection are oh, wow, oops, and like that. Now, I hope you have likely come across the idea of what is parts of speech and what are the different types of parts of speech and 8 types of parts of speech definitions and examples. In the next videos, we'll go more depth for each one of parts of speech. But before that, I hope now you can figure out what parts of speech are there in the sentence. Pause the screen now and look at the sentence and try to figure out each word parts of speech. For example, you is a pronoun, and is a conjunction, from is a preposition. If you're still puzzling, no worries, be proud, at least you're stopping to learn, and check out this answer in the below description box. English grammar is not a one-day learnable skill, but still, it's easy to learn. All you have to stay focused to learn. And let's meet in another video. Thank you. And if you have some time, like this video and subscribe to this channel. And thank you again. Bye.